So, Jason, going back to your point earlier, when you ask people when they want to retire and they say 65, and the main reason is because they want to wait until they're Medicare eligible. But when you get people to finally go, no, if I could do it tomorrow, I'd do it, right? Mm-hmm. So can we run the numbers and maybe you can find it? Then talk to me about your process to get a guy like Taylor involved in understanding more about this person and how do you build that into the financial plan and all that?
Yeah, so there's a couple different ways that we can go about that. One is, if we get to the heart of that discussion and we say, okay, let's build out a plan for you to retire by the time you're 62. So obviously there's going to be a gap there before you're eligible for Medicare. So we need to plan on some expense for health insurance. We can go out and we can look at national surveys of what people on average are paying. But just like any survey, it's pretty much worthless once you get into the details of the specific client. And that's where bringing in an expert like Taylor, someone who can sit down with the client on their side of the table and say, let's dig a little deeper. Let's look at your income. Let's talk about your health. Here is a more accurate representation of what this healthcare coverage is going to cost you. Now we've got real numbers we can plug into their financial plan. We can plan on, cash flows and things like that. We can budget for that and see, is retirement at 62 a feasible thing for you? Can we make this a reality? And now all of a sudden that link in someone's brain where they have to stay at work, because of Medicare age and 65 gets broken, and a new reality can start to form.
Yeah. Well said. Yes.
Yeah, no, it's perfect. And then so what you would do then in that instance is you'd say, okay, here's our gap, coverage gap that you've got between 62 and 65. So we need to plan on premiums of X for that period of time. And once you hit Medicare eligibility, if you're working with Taylor on that, then he's going to go, okay, here's the type of plan if they stay in the same health they're in that they would be looking at, and here would be their out of pocket and all that. So you can then build that cost into their retirement plan. So people can really get a eye-opening view of the one biggest fear that people have, which is what happens if I get sick? Am I going to go broke? And so understanding that health insurance and what's available and what's it going to cost and how's it going to impact other things that you want to be able to do, I think is critical. So that's why it's so cool that we can work together, certified financial planner along with an insurance consultant, not a salesperson, to help guide people down the right path.
Yeah, not only that, but you brought up the subsidies on some of those policies, right? Mm-hmm. There's a big tax planning opportunity there as well, that potentially if we're working alongside you, you have an understanding of what our clients are really trying to accomplish. We can control to some degree their income.
Taxable income.
Exactly. You've done shows on that before, and we've written articles on how to control your income in retirement. Maybe we're able to structure their income for the initial part of their retirement where they are qualifying for some of these subsidies on health insurance. So it's really a collaboration between the financial planner, the tax team, a health insurance expert like Taylor.
Yeah, it's really, when it all comes together, it's really cool.
Starting your route to retirement.